Thank you and welcome everyone to the 2022 Monogram Awards ceremony, the first ceremony in person in 3 years. My name is Bill Matthews, the Oliver Ames High School Athletic Director. I will be your host for this event. Before we get started with the presentation of awards, I would like to thank the school committee members that are here, Nancy DeLuca and Michelle Durant. Please give them a hand. Our superintendent, Alicia Cabral. Our principal, Kelly Kavanaugh, and assistant principals, TJ Flanagan and Kathy Cleveland. I want to thank you all for your dedicated support to our athletic programs. You guys have been so supportive, so thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my assistant, Mary Flavin. I would like to present to her the MIAA District 7 Athletic Administrator of the Year Award. As most of you know, Mary is the glue that holds the athletic department together. Mary has been just amazing since she was hired 8 years ago, and I don't know what I would do without her help. She is obsessive about doing things right, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I have hired dozens of people in my career, and I consider hiring her the best decision I ever made. Very deserving. I would like to thank our coaches who work with great passion and commitment to make our athletic programs competitive and fun for our student athletes. At this time, I would like to introduce our coaches and bring them up on stage. Coaches, please come up one at a time as I introduce you. Mr. Flanagan, could I get your help with the screen? I think we're all set with that. So coaches will just form a little arc here so that as the student athletes are introduced, you'll be able to fist bump everybody as they come through. Ariana Thomas, cheer. Sharon Lawrence, field hockey. Ed DeWitt, football. Chelsea Cunningham, volleyball. Britt Selmeyer, girls soccer. And sitting in for John Barada for boys soccer, John is receiving the MIAA Coach of the Year Award for boys soccer. Sitting in for him tonight is Dan Linares. Oliver Bill, boys basketball. Rich Shimolinski, swim and dive. Kyle Souza, cross country. John McKeon, wrestling. Lindsay Allison, softball. And covering for Joe Abar, who couldn't be here tonight, Sean McCaffrey. Riley Dalzell, girls lacrosse. Ben Devlin, boys lacrosse. Melissa Spillane and Danielle Erickson, girls tennis. And Joe Mello, boys tennis. I do have one more introduction, but did I miss anybody? Okay, I think I'm good. So I have one more coach to introduce, and I suppose that she really doesn't need an introduction. 20 HOP championships, 3 state championships, more wins than any other girls basketball coach in Massachusetts history, and every coaching award imaginable. I don't have the words to adequately honor the legacy that Lainey Holbrook leaves here at OA as she retires. More important than the championships is the positive impact Lainey has had on her team members. Lainey, you are a legend, and we have been so fortunate to have had you as our girls basketball coach for the last 45 years. Thank you. Let's give Lainey a hand. All those times you'd come up to my office and say, hey, boss, I just don't think we have any talent this year. That was every year. And now for the seniors, I have to say this is my favorite group of, actually, you know what, let me stop for 1 second. I also want to recognize one other person that I wasn't sure she was going to be here tonight. And that's our athletic trainer, Cassie Campbell. Cassidy came to us COVID year, I believe, is that correct? And I'm not sure I could have gone through that year without all the things that she did. I'm very grateful for how great an athletic trainer she is. So thank you, Cassidy. So I have to say this is my favorite group of seniors ever. Fun, yes, ever. I said ever. 10 years. Fun, respectful, and full of school spirit. I love the way they came out to support one another at games and events, especially during tournament time. So parents, thank you. You did a great job raising these seniors. So please go ahead, give yourself a good pat on the back. Oliver Ames High School has a great history of athletic accomplishments. OA won its first state championship in 1911, which was boys basketball, by the way. We have won over 200 Hockomock League championships and 20 state titles. I'd like to honor this year's state champions with just a quick shout out before we do the Monogram Awards. First, Derek DJ Lipsky. Derek is the 160-pound Division II wrestling state champion and is the first state champion wrestler in OA history. Our girls indoor track 4x800 relay team is the Division III state champion. Our boys cross country team is the Division IC state champion. And our girls basketball team is the Division II state champion. Congratulations to all of you on such great athletic achievements. So it is a special privilege for each of our senior athletes to have had an opportunity to be a part of our great Oliver Ames High School athletic tradition. It is now time to present the Monogram Awards to our senior student athletes who now become a part of that great tradition. As you are introduced, please come forward to receive your Monogram Award, and in an effort to reduce any COVID exposure, fist bumps will replace handshakes tonight. So seniors, I actually instructed you guys, we'll start with the first row here, Molly, so if you go up and around and queue up over here, we'll get started with the presentation of the awards.
Yay, through!
Molly Alexander. Cross country, varsity letter and captain 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Evan Avery, cross country, varsity letter 1 year. Amanda Barr, outdoor track, varsity letter and captain 2 years. Swimming and diving, varsity letter 3 years. Volleyball, varsity letter 2 years. Drew Baxter, basketball, 3 years, varsity letter 3 years, captain 1 year. Hockomock League honorable mention, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise honorable mention, 1 year. And Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 1 year. Isabella Berg, basketball cheerleading, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Football cheerleading, varsity letter 2 years. Reese Blass, volleyball, varsity letter 2 years. Haley Bourne, basketball, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Hockomock League honorable mention 2 years. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic second team 1 year. MIAA Division II state champions 2022. Lacrosse varsity letter 3 years, captain 1 year. Volleyball varsity letter 1 year. Alexandra Brass, basketball cheerleading, varsity letter 1 year. Football cheerleading, varsity letter 1 year. Tennis, varsity letter and captain 1 year. Shelby Brass, basketball cheerleading, varsity letter 1 year. Football cheerleading, varsity letter 1 year. Tennis, varsity letter and captain 1 year. Mila Broadmeadow, gymnastics, varsity letter 2 years. Jennifer Bookie, swimming and diving, varsity letter 3 years. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic 3 years. Sophia Cohen, cross-country, varsity letter 1 year. Skiing, varsity letter 1 year. Brendan Connolly, baseball, varsity letter 1 year. Golf, varsity letter 1 year. Ava Costello, field hockey, varsity letter 3 years. Captain 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic second team 1 year. Lacrosse, varsity letter 2 years and captain 1 year. Georgia Costello, field hockey, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic 3 years. Boston Globe All-Scholastic 1 year. And Massachusetts Field Hockey Coaches Association Academic All-Star 1 year. Ice hockey, varsity letter 1 year. Lacrosse, varsity letter 2 years. Michael Kreutz, cross country, varsity letter 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter 2 years. Cassandra Cronin, football cheerleading, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter 4 years, Hockomock League All-Star 2 years, Hockomock League Diving Champion 2020, Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic 1 year. Kelly Crowley, volleyball, varsity letter 2 years. Patrick Carreri, cross country, varsity letter 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Colin Daly, indoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter and captain 1 year. Abigail DiFrancesco, swimming and diving, varsity letter 3 years. John Dobbin, soccer, varsity letter 2 years. Wrestling, varsity letter 4 years. Hockomock League honorable mention 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic second team 1 year. Laurel Eads, cross country, varsity letter 2 years. Allison Evan, soccer, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Hockomock League honorable mention 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, and Eastern Massachusetts Soccer Coaches Association first team 1 year. Antonio Fernandez, soccer, varsity letter 2 years. Fabrice Foran, indoor track, varsity letter 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise honorable mention 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter 2 years. Sean Friel, basketball, varsity letter 2 years. Football, varsity letter 2 years. Wyatt Fritchman, cross country, varsity letter 3 years. Hockomock League honorable mention 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star 2 years. Lacrosse, varsity letter 2 years, captain 1 year. Kailash Ganesh, tennis, varsity letter 3 years, captain 2 years. Hockomock League honorable mention 1 year. Lily Gaskell, field hockey, varsity letter 3 years. Hockomock League honorable mention 1 year. Skiing, varsity letter 4 years, captain 1 year. Joseph Galtier, baseball, varsity letter 1 year. Golf, varsity letter 3 years, captain 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic first team 1 year. Antonia Guinness, cross country, varsity letter 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter 1 year. Alexandra Glennon, swimming and diving, varsity letter 3 years. Hallie Gramer, gymnastics, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Megan Green, basketball, varsity letter, 1 year. MIAA Division II State Championship, 2022. Field hockey, varsity letter, 2 years. Massachusetts Field Hockey Coaches Association Academic All-Star, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Jake Grimaldi, basketball, varsity letter, 2 years. Captain, 1 year. Football, varsity letter, 2 years. Captain, 1 year. Olivia Habib, football cheerleading, varsity letter, 2 years. Skiing, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 2 years. Michael Heichel, soccer, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic second team, 1 year. Ashton Hart, indoor track, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 3 years. Anthony Hoffman, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 1 year. Hockomock League honorable mention, 1 year. Wrestling, varsity letter, 2 years. Katarina Hoffman, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Hallie Kandar, basketball, varsity letter, 1 year. MIAA Division II State Championship, 2022. Soccer, varsity letter, 2 years. Emily Kelly, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Alyssa Kiff, lacrosse, varsity letter, 2 years. Sophia Krinsky, basketball, varsity letter, 2 years. Alexa Lane, outdoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Soccer, varsity letter, 2 years. Nathaniel Lewis, baseball, varsity letter, 2 years. Football, varsity letter, 1 year. Derek Lipsky Jr., wrestling, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic First Team, 1 year. MIAA Division II 160-pound State Champion, 2022. Johnny McDonald, indoor track, varsity letter, 2 years. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 2 years. Captain, 1 year. Zachary Marks, cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Jacob McCarthy, football, varsity letter, 1 year. Ella McDonough, indoor track, varsity letter and captain, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter and captain, 2 years. Hockomock League honorable mention and Brockton Enterprise all-scholastic, 1 year. Soccer, varsity letter, 2 years. Caitlin McGarrett, gymnastics, varsity letter, 4 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Senior National Gymnastics Team, 2022. Kate McLaughlin, tennis, varsity letter, 2 years. Owen McMorrow, cross country, varsity letter, 4 years, captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Hockomock League MVP, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 3 years. Boston Globe All-Scholastic, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Okay, I lost my place, folks. There's so much. Was that indoor track? Okay, well, we have an outdoor track now. Outdoor track, sorry about that. Varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Hockomock League Male Scholar Athlete, 2022. Kyla Melton, soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Emily Myers, indoor track, varsity letter, 3 years, captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 4 years, captain, 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Soccer, varsity letter, 4 years. Ryan Moore, lacrosse, varsity letter, 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years, captain, 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic and Brockton Enterprise Honorable Mention, 1 year. John Muir, baseball, varsity letter, 2 years. Cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Lauren Malarzik, field hockey, varsity letter, 2 years. Massachusetts Field Hockey Coaches Association Academic All-Star, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter, 3 years. Anna Murphy, basketball, varsity letter, 4 years. MIAA Division II State Championship, 2022. Hannah Murphy, basketball cheerleading, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Football cheerleading, varsity letter, 2 years. Clyde No, soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, second team, 1 year. Min Nguyen, football, varsity letter, 2 years. Jacob Napodi, cross country, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Outdoor track varsity letter, 1 year. Elizabeth O'Brien, tennis, varsity letter, 2 years. Lauren O'Connell, cross country, varsity letter and captain, 1 year. Emma O'Hara, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 3 years. Anna Palillo, cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Lacrosse, varsity letter, 2 years. Luke Patrick, skiing, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 2 years. Soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Caroline Pepper, basketball, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 4 years. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 3 years. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, first team, 1 year. Boston Globe All-Scholastic, Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Massachusetts Basketball Coaches Association Division II All-Senior Team, MIAA Division II State Championship, 1 year. Soccer, varsity letter, 2 years. Tennis, varsity letter, 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Hockomock League Female Scholar Athlete, 1 year. Kimora Peters, football cheerleading, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 2 years. Olivia Pike, cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 2 years. Daniel Riley, basketball, varsity letter, 1 year. Cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Adley Rose, volleyball, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 2 years. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic first team, 1 year. Jack Richardson, baseball, varsity letter, 3 years. Ella Rivers, cross country, varsity letter, 2 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 2 years. Swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Peyton Rivers, gymnastics, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League, honorable mention, 1 year. Andrew Rogers, baseball, varsity letter, 2 years. Cross country, varsity letter, 2 years. Christopher Santos, basketball, varsity letter, 2 years. Samuel Schoenfeld, Skiing, varsity letter, 3 years. Captain, 1 year. Soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Lauren Selmeyer, soccer, varsity letter, 4 years. Captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 1 year. Noah Siegel, baseball, varsity letter, 1 year. Molly Skinner, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Ryan Straczynski, cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Kyle Zamilo, football, varsity letter, 1 year. Lacrosse, varsity letter, 1 year. Matthias Taylor, soccer, varsity letter, 3 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Hockomock League MVP, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, first team, 1 year. Brockton Globe All-Scholastic and Boston Herald All-Scholastic, 1 year. Eastern Massachusetts Soccer Coaches Association All-Star, 2 years. Massachusetts All-State All-Star Award, 1 year. United Soccer Coaches Association All-New England All-Star and All-American 2021. Kathleen Trong, cross country, varsity letter, 1 year, captain, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, and captain, 1 year. Raphael Posh, soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Tennis, varsity letter, 2 years, captain, 1 year. Morgan Vasilou, tennis, varsity letter, 2 years, captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Hannah Walker, lacrosse, varsity letter, 2 years. Brad Washburn, baseball, varsity letter, 1 year. Jake Waxman, baseball, varsity letter, 2 years, captain, 1 year. Field hockey, Emily Welch, field hockey, varsity letter, 2 years. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Loretta White, swimming and diving, varsity letter, 4 years. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Benjamin Whiteside, baseball, varsity letter, 2 years. Cross country, varsity letter, 1 year. Jessica Whittup, ice hockey, varsity letter, 4 years, captain, 1 year. Hockomock League honorable mention, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, 1 year. Lacrosse, varsity letter, 3 years. Shannon Willard, volleyball, varsity letter, 2 years, captain, 1 year. Colin Williamson, football, varsity letter, 3 years, Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year, Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, second team, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year, Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year, Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, second team, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 3 years. Bradley Wilson, cross country, varsity letter and captain, 1 year. Evan Foltz, soccer, varsity letter, 1 year. Swimming and diving, varsity letter, 3 years, captain, 1 year. Hockomock League All-Star, 1 year. Hockomock League Honorable Mention, 1 year. Oni, why did I know you were going to be elated this year? So I don't think anybody in the world can pronounce your last name correctly, so I'm just going to announce you as Oni. Oni, football, varsity letter, 1 year. Indoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Outdoor track, varsity letter, 1 year. Wrestling, varsity letter, 2 years. Congratulations to all of our senior scholar athletes that are here tonight. Thank you all for being here. I've got a few remarks to make. Coaches, thank you again for your commitment to our athletic programs. Thank you for being here tonight. You guys can go take a seat. Thank you. For those of you that I messed up your award when I was reading it off, I apologize. If you give me another chance, I'll do it right. So that completes our award presentation. In closing, I have an introduction to make and a few thoughts to share. Ryan, did you make it? Okay. All right. Just want to make sure you arrived. As most of you know, I will be retiring at the end of June. There were over 60 applicants for my job. My theory as to why there were so many applicants is that I think people said to themselves, hey, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Seriously, the great news is that of all the athletic directors hired this year, 4 of them in the Hockomock League alone, Ryan Gordy is the best of the bunch. Ryan has served as the K-12 Wellness Coordinator for the Kent Public Schools since 2016 and as the Assistant Athletic Director this past year. He is a former varsity basketball coach and was the MIAA Wellness Coordinator of the Year in 2019. Ryan, do you want to come up so we can introduce you so people can see you and be recognized? If anyone has any complaints about the athletic department, please direct them to Ryan. I have worked hard to improve our athletic programs over the last 10 years, and I have total confidence that Ryan will make them even better. So please join me in welcoming my replacement, Ryan. So June 30th will be my last day as OAHS Athletic Director. This job has been a gift for me. This could be a tough work. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to serve in this position. I will miss the coaches, fellow ADs, OA teachers and administrators, and yes, even the parents. Most of all, I will miss our students and watching them during their favorite part of the day, competing in their favorite sports. We have such an amazing school, and I'm so proud of being part of it. So I'm very pleased that this year's returned to normal, well, at least nearly normal. Seniors, you've been through a lot these past 4 years, but when it's all said and done, you did it. The thing that stands out most for me is how you overcame the challenges. You adjusted, you found a way. So although these past 3 years have not been exactly ideal, that they presented many new and different challenges, that they caused you to miss out on some of our cherished experiences, it provided learning opportunities for you. Those years tested you, and you have passed the test. Guess what? There will be more tests, more challenges in the future. I know that the experience gained competing on our athletic teams has helped prepare you for these challenges. Thank you, seniors, and best of luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Thank you.
So we have a few more people who would like to speak about you this evening. So I'll get you a box of tissues. I'm going to start and I'll be brief. In April of 2021, during my second interview for the principal of Oliver Ames High School, spoiler alert, I got the job. Bill Matthews, who was on the search committee, asked me to list the most important responsibilities I would assume as principal of OA that I had not experienced in my past professional career. And I responded by providing a thorough and thoughtful list of the roles and responsibilities of a principal I had yet to encounter, and then provided clear evidence that exemplified why I would be qualified to handle those responsibilities if I got the job. Feeling proud of my answer, I looked over at Bill, and he gave me a supportive smile, leaned back in his chair, and said, "Yeah, but what else?" And that was the beginning of my relationship with Bill Matthews. And as I've learned over the past year working with him, that is how he embodies leadership. He provides you with support, he holds you to high expectations, and he pushes you to think about your role in new ways. Whether you're a coach, a student athlete, a booster parent, or a school leader, he gives you the space and the guidance to challenge your thinking and make an even bigger impact on this community. I can only imagine the impact your leadership would have had on me if I was fortunate enough to work with you the 10 years that you were here as athletic director at OA. During your time at OA, our athletics program has thrived under your leadership. Retirement is going to look really good on you, Bill, and we know that you will continue to have an impact on those around you no matter where it takes you. And now I would like to invite several students and coaches to the stage who want to say a few words as well.
Mr. Matthews, thank you for your years of dedication. Your unwavering support of our sports teams never goes unnoticed. And most parents don't understand the responsibility you have with students at games. You're always the personal bodyguard of the student fan section, and we wouldn't want anyone else to tell us that we need to be quiet. These past 2 years, your performance as an athletic director has been especially important. With COVID, the new guidelines for each sport, the mask mandates, the different buses for each team, managing gym or field space, the most difficult of all was managing the positive tests and return to play. With all that, you managed to keep each program running with winning seasons and minimal shutdowns. I have one last suggestion for you in your last days as our athletic director. Get a paint job on your golf cart. Please bring back the orange and black stripes. But thank you, Mr. Matthews, for all you've done. Matthews, Bill, Billy, if you will. Congratulations on your retirement. As all of you know, Mr. Matthews is our athletic director here at Oliver Ames for the past 10 years. He has done instrumental things for our school's athletics, including navigating and leading our school through the pandemic, allowing us to play safely as possible. We could not have played without him. He has been such a friendly and familiar face in the hallway, and he is one of the most genuine, kind people I have ever met. When I don't know the score of the game, I can rely on his tweets to catch me up. Need some pregame music in the gym? Don't worry, he's got you covered with his iPad and Pandora stations. Sophomore year, I was in desperate need of a bumper sticker for my car, and student council was all sold out. Mr. Matthews came to the rescue with a football helmet sticker that still hangs on my 2005 Hyundai to this day. Our school is going to miss you so much, Mr. Matthews. We will never have an AD as dedicated as you, and we will never have an AD who majored in dairy science at South Dakota State University, and then went to be a linebacker for the Patriots. That's for sure. You've accomplished so much, and you have left a permanent positive mark on this school and the lives of all student athletes here at Oliver Ames. We'll miss seeing you speeding your golf cart after school. Thank you and happy retirement.
So it really is a privilege and a pleasure to have a chance to say a few words about Bill tonight. I was fortunate enough to meet Bill Matthews very early in my professional career, at a time when I was figuring a lot of stuff out and making a lot of mistakes, and I could go into his office anytime that I needed anything. And 15 years in, I'd like to tell you that I figured it all out, but the truth is I still make a lot of mistakes, and I'm still in his office about 2 times a week looking for some help and some problem solving. And Bill has been a resource every step of the way. And when I take a step back, I think, okay, that's what Bill Matthews has been for me, but then trying to wrap my head around what he has been for so many other people, for so many coaches that have come through the building, for so many educators, and then of course for so many generations of student athletes. The responsibilities of an athletic director are neither simple nor easy, and it takes a tremendous skill set and a tremendous amount of dedication and really love for the sport and love for the students. Bill's brought that passion with him to Oliver Ames High School each and every day. It really will be an adjustment next year without him, but I'm so grateful for everything that he's provided. His tenure here as athletic director has been a tremendous success. If you wanted to, you could support that with banners and trophy cases all around the building, but really the best evidence for it is the people sitting in front of me right now. Year after year, generations of OA athletes having a remarkable, transformative athletic experience, and this guy right here is a big part of what made that possible. Thank you, Bill.
Billy! He looks a little nervous. I've had the pleasure of knowing Bill Matthews since the late 1990s. My first experience with Bill Matthews was as a parent of female athletes. His daughters played for me. His oldest, Andy, was on my first team that made it to the Boston Garden in 2000. When he got the job here as an athletic director, I thought to myself, uh-oh, how am I going to flip-flop? Because he went from being a parent that I could give suggestions to becoming my boss. I don't know if does anybody know what he eats for lunch? He eats broccoli and cauliflower. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, the first time I went into his office and he was eating lunch, I wasn't really sure exactly what was happening, but, that's my boss. One of the beauties, I think, of working for Bill was the fact that he came from a business background. And as a professional athlete, he had the gift of being able to merge both that business background with his knowledge of being a professional athlete. The thing I loved about him is the fact that he was never reactive, he was always proactive. He always knew in the right moment, ahead of time, If this happens, I'm going to do this. If that happens, I'm going to do that. So it was a joy to work for him because in this business, things change in a second. Whether it's weather-related, whether the game has been postponed, the game has been canceled, and you add all of the protocols for the whole COVID thing and all of the contact tracing, and he did it with passion and he did it with grace. And we, the athletes and coaching staff, benefited from him immensely. So it's been a pleasure to work for him. I want you all to stand to congratulate him on his retirement. Way to go, Bob!
I don't have any words left. I just can't tell you how grateful that I am for all of you. And I know the Celtics are on, so all I want to do is, I just want to thank you all. You just don't know how much all of this means to me, so thank you. Have a great night.